Today. Today. As we start the show, this one mic. We hail. And boom. There is a pause throughout the stadium as this man sounds like he just coughs up a lung. Just looking around, the Jumbotron shows and pans the cheerleaders, and as it goes down each cheerleader's face, each one breaks up into laughter, which at this particular time destroys half the stadium. The other half is still trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Does this guy need CPR or something? And then at that particular time, I lost it. Devon Druck. Yes, today.
Blog Talk Radio.
Start the show, this one mic.
Phoenix is another place. They got a great training staff. They were able to breathe life back into Shaq. And if you can do that, people talk a lot about their training staff.
Blog.
Yes, today. As we start the show, this one mic.
All right, yes, today as we start this show, this one mic, we're in the building. I got the youngin' in the building. I got my man C. Hamp in the building. The youngin's been doing it all. He's been coaching, going to school, doing it all. Welcome back, brother. How you doing?
Man, I've been running all day. I'm finally back. But I'm always ready to talk some football, so let's get to it.
I know you're always ready. And we got my man C. Hamp is back in the building. We both were sitting out there hanging out. Camp Randall for the first game. We're gonna be covering sports in Camp Randall, and we'll touch on that a little bit in the show so that we can share kind of what the insights that we got when we had a chance to check the Badgers out on Saturday. But how you doing, C. Hamp?
I'm blessed, man. Just back in Wisconsin, back in Madison, where I should be. Just enjoying a new gig and enjoying a new neighborhood. Love being downtown, close to everywhere. I can walk to Camp Randall. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So, and we had a tremendous game on Saturday. Brad Burt's got his swagger back. Braylon Allen, Austin Pounds was good. And we saw some history with two record-breaking plays. And it was good football. Illinois State, they fought hard first 15 minutes, they fought hard. But talent took over. That's how it happens. Kind of like, Oregon, Georgia. Talent takes over in a big way.
Definitely. And, they'll be playing Washington State this weekend. We'll be in the house for that. I got a special event along with that day. Hammer will be up in the booth. We'll be reporting on. You go to realsportsguys.com or catch us out there. You'll see us tracking the games as we're doing it, and then we got the youngin over there in Michigan hold things down as well. But we're gonna jump right into it, get back into the show, or as my boy Game Changer would say, we're gonna get into the particulars of what we got to get going on here, and jump on this back page a little bit. A lot happening in the world of sports. We're gonna jump into my man Youngin because I know we've been going back and forth, and I know what's on his back page because we were talking after this happened. So what's on your back page, man?
Georgia football, man. Well, in week 1, Georgia ran through Oregon like a hot knife through butter. And what I told Devon over text, y'all wanted this 12 team playoff. I like it because it allows you to have automatic qualifiers for the teams that win their conference. But at the end of the day, this sort of thing is going to happen. Because if you do it the regular way, like 1 plays 12, whatever, you're gonna see Georgia play a team like Oregon. You're gonna see Alabama play a team like Wisconsin. You're gonna see Ohio State play a team like Michigan State, and you're gonna get what you saw last week. And Hammer was a little generous, saying that the game was over in 15 minutes. That game was over from the second possession on. Stetson Bennett was looking like Drew Brees and Russell Wilson mixed together. They didn't punt until the fourth quarter. Georgia didn't punt until – this is the team they was talking about. Devon said last year that they got one weapon. They got Brock Bowers, and that's the only way. What these guys did not punt until the fourth quarter.
Well, as I told you, and I tweeted this out as well, put it on social media. Oregon is officially the Amir Khan of college football. They got belts, but in these big matchups, they take the beat down. You know, Amir Khan, you know, he'll do everything. He'll win a belt. He's been spectacular, but you know that fight of Canelo, a spectacular knockout loss. You know, he has some knockout losses, and that's Oregon, boy. They'll take some spectacular. And this one was This one was like a beat down, like I said many times. This is one of them wire Marlowe coming to get his corners kind of beat down, and Oregon took that. I hope they figure out how to recover. I don't think the Pac-12 was out to running like a lot of people say, but Oregon it will not help this case at all. Hammer, what have you been
One
paying?
thing, young misquoted me before I say my thing. I was talking about the Badger game.
Yeah.
Didn't Georgia win the coin toss? That game was over in the first second, man. That game was over as soon as after the coin. I wasn't talking about the.
I'll say
that game was over after the coin flip.
There is no championship hangover over in Athens, Georgia.
No, they reloaded. They reloaded. And Curry Smart reloaded and reloading defense. Who's the DC now? I forgot what the DC is.
It's probably Glenn. It's Glenn calling plays now.
Yeah, it's reloading. Man. Yeah, but getting back to shout out to Serena. That's my back page. Definitely Transcend Sports. She's a role model for a lot of our young women, Black women too, but young women as well. Just in general, and young people. The way she's transcended, where she came from the hood to to the big house, to again U.S. Open and seeing again the stars in the house, the rappers, the football players, the Oprahs, the Gayle Kings, her family. Just a wonderful display. She was counting out like she always was and won 2 matches. So really proud of her how she went out hard. So and like I said, she again I wish she'd come back and do some majors or something, but you can't do it like that. You're gonna mess around and get hurt. So yeah, she did the right thing, and like I said, she's got businesses going on. The brand Serena, you don't have to say Williams. You just say Serena. That's when you know you've done. It's like Shakira, like Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about definitely a back page. We talking about front page and back page. Serena Williams.
Yeah, I know we'll talk a little bit about her and as part of our GOAT conversation here in a minute. But I think just thinking about what that scene looked like, in the multiculturalism that is there compared to when I first started watching tennis back in the 70s and 80s when I was learning to play at the Peace Neighborhood Center in Ann Arbor, and then you go out there and try to pretend that you were Bork or somebody out there, and Billie Jean King, I love watching that, Arthur Ashe, but we thought just only Arthur could do that, but to know that somebody could come from her situation in Compton to then create this along with Venus, we can't forget. That's amazing. So that kind of set us up a little bit. One thing that was important in my back page is just been the whole college football. One of the things that what's great about it. Hammer and I had a chance to nothing about getting up into the press box. We realized that we are expanding diversity in the press box. It's a situation across the country where you're not seeing it, and I think by the good people at Wisconsin Athletics who continue to ride with us. But even in the context of all of that, there's something just about college football that first Saturday. When you see the band come out, you see the players start to line up in the tunnel, right? Different teams do it different ways. How they come out, whether you're at Virginia Tech and they're playing, whatever that is, Metallica or whatever. There's something about it. Fourth quarter at Camp Randall when the press box is taken. That's that right there is something. That's that you just got to keep coming back for more with that. So that's you know, this is as Game Changer would say, this is when the, this is sports Christmas happening here. We got football, college football, NFL, NBA basketball, college basketball is about to come up. WNBA's landing here. Like, there's so much going on. Hockey will be coming off in a minute. You got the World Series coming. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening here over the next few months. So we're excited. But the one thing I think Hammer alluded to is the GOATs. You just talked a little bit about Venus. You also have Sue Bird, who retired after losing the final game against the Aces. We got to talk about Gray. Hit that jumper. Looked like Benny Johnson. Her release is Benny Johnson. Every time I see her play, I'm like, oh, we got another microwave in the building. Ain't a shot she don't like. And ended the career for Sue Bird, who got multiple championships, college championships, Olympic championships. The crazy thing, she's never been the MVP of the league. Which, when you look at the accomplishments, you're like, there's no way in the world she was an MVP at least once. Yeah, they gave your boy what's our coach out there in the Nets? They gave him it twice. So they got to give a great point guard something, leading them and everything else he had to. But that's the crazy thing about it.
Steve
but
Nash,
yeah, Steve Nash. But I'm like, too late right now.
losing.
But Hammer, talk a little bit about you got a different perspective of Sue Bird, but talk a little bit about what you see Sue has meant to the game.
But Sue is again, she transcends again basketball just like Serena. People know the brand. There's a reason why. I mean, because you have a great brand. You have a great brand as far as how you carry yourself, how you play the game. No drama, no mess. Class. Not like Margaret Court. She should never get another endorsement. Making sure that you're not hating. You never heard. I know. I follow WNBA like you all do. I never knew she did MVP. That's a disgrace. Like Margaret Court, no, you wouldn't even know about it if you didn't talk about it. That's hot. That's class. When something like that, because something like that. The real dogs and the real people who, the Jalen Ramsey of the world, kind of cats who got swagger like that, they would be insulted by that. They would be clowning about that. But she's class. She's just like, hey, I got chips. Enough said. I don't need MVPs. They're world titles.
That's it. She's just doing it. And the next point guard coming for the Storm will have to make sure the standard is the standard. Darnell, it's interesting to think about your arc of watching sports. This is kind of your arc, really, like from your time watching sports. When you think about Sue Bird, what does that mean?